I mean, I had a couple I could have used, but some of them I want to save for when there's more feedback.
Right. No, I understand. Same here. I got one that's like science related. I got one that's just stupid.
Yeah.
You know, usual. So, yeah. And hello and welcome to Supernatural Selection. I'm your host, Kevin. With me this week is Mike the Skeptic. Mike, how are you?
You didn't do a countdown, so I was not prepared.
I know. You never are when we do this. But how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
I guess.
Yeah? We're both dealing with the throat.
Mine's more of a kind of, getting over congestion.
Yeah.
It's not really throaty. It's not throat goat.
Oh, God. Mine's kind of going up and down with the whole, I'm okay, I'm not okay, I'm not okay, I'm okay. It's annoying as hell. Obviously, David is not with us. David is not with us this week. He is out working on some school stuff, so awesome. More power to him. He will be back next week. And this week, it's a weekend weird. And I had one I'm saving for David because it's California related. So, Mike.
Yeah.
I would like to go first.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. First article is from valleycentral.com, which is CBS Channel 4, wherever this is. Texas, Raymondville, Texas is the dateline on there. Man who shot at teens during Devil's Lagoon ghost hunt owes victims $2.8 million.
Okay.
Yeah. So take that, you ghost hunters. They'll shoot at you and then you get paid a fuck ton of money. Anyway, article is by Jorge Vella. Proud that I got that right.
Yeah.
7 young adults who were just teens in 2020 were recently awarded $2.8 million after a man opened fire on them during a ghost hunt on a public road in 2020.
Jeez.
Very important information, that public road thing. Yeah. Like, that's not a get off my land thing.
Yeah.
So, quote, I was terrified, said Slade Gutierrez, one of the victims. It was probably the most terrified I've ever been in my life. I don't think I've ever felt that kind of terror, that kind of emotion in general. It was so intense. Which, you were on a ghost hunt and you were scared. It's not what you meant to do, but you got the results. On December 27th, 2020, Slade and his 6 friends went in search of the Devil's Lagoon, a local legend deep in Willacy County's countryside. But what they found wasn't supernatural. It was something else entirely.
Ultra natural.
Ultra supernatural plus. With a hint of lemon. Legend goes that when you go out there at night or whatever, you can hear like okay, this is a quote. Let me start that over.
Okay.
Legend goes that when you go out there at night or whatever, you can hear like the trots of a carriage like over the water, Slade said. According to the teens, they were driving along a rural road when they encountered a man parked in a vehicle. We were, again, quote, we were going down the road and we came up on a parked car on the side of the road and he waved us down, said Arturo Joseph Sayas, another Raymondville resident. Roughly 150 yards south of FM 3142, the ghost hunt took a chilling turn. Instead of a spirit, the boys came face to face with gunfire. Quote, he was almost parallel to my door. He shot right over my truck, and when I heard it shoot, I just stepped on it and took off, Sayas said. Sayas' truck was missed, but Slade's was not. Bullet struck the bumper, and one passed between 2 teens sitting on the back seat.
Jesus.
Fuck. Quote, I was a driver, so I heard it more than saw it, correct? But yeah, once I heard that glass shatter, I was scared to turn around and possibly see one of my friends not alive in the back seat, or hurt in the back seat, said Slade. One of the teens sitting in the back seat was Diego Gutierrez, who said they were just searching for something paranormal because they got bored after playing video games at home. He never expected that night to be in the middle of a gunfight. I was shaken, like freaking out, said Diego. I just remember hearing my friend Aaron just yelling, go, 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 to get out of there. Like, I was just in shock. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was just crawl up and try to avoid getting shot. The shooter, William Dane Rhodes, I'm noticing something culturally about the names, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, William Dane Rhodes was sentenced to 7 years of probation. Some of the victims and their families say the bullets could have easily killed one of the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Earlier this week, in a civil trial, a jury found Rhodes liable for the shooting. He now owes the teens $2.8 million in damages. Their attorney, Ryan Solis, says there was no just reason to believe that Rhodes acted in self-defense, as the boys did not have any weapons or drugs while on the venture. The shooting happened on El Toro Road. There's a quote. The shooting happened on El Toro Road, which is a public road, a county road, said Solis. And there was no evidence that they had been trespassing, that they had been stealing anything, destroying crops, shooting animals. Nothing. Nothing at all. That's what was so wild about it. There was really no justification whatsoever for the shooting. Attempts to reach Rhodes' attorney were unsuccessful. The boys say they're still dealing with the trauma from that night. Quote, I had trouble sleeping for a couple of weeks, and even now I still have some nightmares about that night, said Diego. Others feel they have gotten better over time, but still get flashbacks of that night. Quote, I'm definitely more jittery, more anxious, Slade said. And, of course, I was able to work through that over the years. I mean, loud noises still really bother me. And that's the article, Mike.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, just, like, if it was on his land, I'm not saying you should shoot at children that are unarmed, but, like, goddamn, this was on a public fucking road.
Yeah. No, that's bullshit.
And they were going to pass him. He had to flag him over to shoot at him.
Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
No, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all there is to it.
Yeah, I know. Mr. William Dane Rhodes. Man, that is like came over on the Mayflower sounding name right there.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, like, again, just, that's a lot of Hispanic names and then one white dude. I don't mean to cast aspersions, but goddamn.
No, that's fucked up. That's what it is.
Yeah, I go on a fun little ghost hunt. I don't want Jim Bob Cracker Pants shooting at me.
Yeah. Especially, with his cracker pants.
Yeah, exactly. Him and his cracker pants and his cracker gun. Which, I don't remember. I don't think I actually said what kind of gun it was.
Yeah. I didn't hear.
But this is Texas.
Yeah, I mean.
Apparently, toward the border. What do you think? Rifle, shotgun, pistol?
Most likely pistol. Unless they were ready for it.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That's just fucked up. Like, and also, just a note, if you're a ghost hunter and you listen to this show, first off, hi, how you doing? Secondly, be fucking careful, man.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone to go to, like, the Manga Mound, and that thing's private property now, which it's not supposed to be. That's like a Native American heritage site, and that dude's not supposed to be able to fence that in. But, like, I'm not crossing that fence to go up the hill now. No. Fuck that. I live in the South. I know what could happen.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I just, it's related. I just feel like that's our public service announcement for paranormal hunters. Duck.
Yeah, just I don't know. If you're a paranormal hunter going into weird places at night, I don't know. Be white, I guess. That's the only
God.
It's the saddest thing I think I've ever said.
That is. In fact, I was about to say, you got choked up. I was like, no, he just choked. That's,
I mean.
oh, God. Wow. Fuck this.
Yeah.
Man. God, the Scooby-Doo gang would just be fucked these days.
Yeah.
What happened to Freddy? He got shot in the ear.
What? You're a bunch of kids in that van, you queer?
You bunch of queers. Y'all get off my land, you bunch of queers. You and your dog. You queer dog.
Yeah, no.
Wow. I feel bad saying that.
Yeah, no, it does feels dirty.
I know. I feel like I need, like, 2 showers. And then a hug. After I'm dressed. So
Yeah, you at least dry off first. No one wants a soggy hug.
no, those are, well,
A soggy...
between friends, those are terrible.
Someone fresh from the shower hug. Yeah, it seems a little...
Again,
Moist.
yeah. I wouldn't hug you fresh out of the shower, Mike, you know?
No.
So, anyway, that's my first story, and it's a little bit of a downer, but, like, I feel like we need to talk about shit like that, so...
Yeah.
What else you got, Mike?
So, let's see. I have a little story that...
Of a lovely lady?
So this was in my stuff where I keep these stories. I'm going to preface this because I didn't realize what the source was, so this is probably bullshit.
Oh, I'm looking forward to
Looking
this
at it.
already. What's the source?
AboveTheNormNews.com.
Oh, that's reputable. That's
Yes.
That's better than the Onion.
Yeah, it sounds, totally above board, on the level.
What was that site again? I'm going to look that up real quick.
AboveTheNormNews.com. I don't know where I got this from. Where I came across this news that is above the norm. And not McDonald either.
Wow, that took a while to load. Oh, wow. Mike, their logo.
Yeah, a skeleton reading the newspaper with UFO on it.
With 2 UFOs in the sky behind it. This is legit. And I like that by default it gives you the temperature in Celsius in New York
Oh, yeah.
at the top. And I can't read the logo because it's white on white. This is great.
I have the dark reader for plug-in for Firefox, so it's black on black for me.
Oh, wow, man. These guys are awesome. So what's your story there,
my
Mike?
story,
this reputable story.
from June 26th of this year, by David Freeman of the AboveTheNormNews.com.
Gordon Freeman.
The Earth is splitting open. Scientists confirm deep mantle force tearing Africa apart. Yeah.
I would have thought that'd be on, like, CNN or some shit.
In January 2025, Above the Norm News reported that Africa was breaking apart.
Are you telling me they cited themselves? What did I just say in the Atlantis episode?
Visible surface fractures had torn through roads in Kenya and Ethiopia. Earthquakes are accelerating across the Horn of Africa. Satellite data confirmed that the Somali plate was drifting eastward, separating from the rest of the African continent. It was clear that something was shifting. Something deep was shifting. Now, newly published geophysical evidence confirms that many researchers suspected a massive, chemically complex mantle upwelling is actively tearing the land apart from below. Okay, I mean, this may be on the level.
But it
says
sounds catastrophic.
The peer-reviewed study published in Nature Geoscience on 25 June 2025 outlines the results of a major investigation across the Afar Triangle, where the Red Sea Rift, Gulf of Aden Rift, and the main Ethiopian Rift converge. I try to say Ethiopian, then Ethiopian. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight.
It's fine. It's all good.
Scientists examined over 130 volcanic sites in Ethiopia.
I know where you got this. You got this on Reddit because they have their own subreddit.
Probably. Djibouti,
Djibouti?
and Eritrea,
Give me that Djibouti.
analyzing rock chemistry, seismic velocity data, and crustal structure. I
Ooh.
thought they had mistyped crystal at first, but no, crustal structure.
Wow. Mike,
Yeah.
I looked up Above the Norm News. Hate to interrupt, on Google. And the only results are from AboveTheNormNews.com, their subreddit, their YouTube, and their Facebook page. Their podcast.
The findings reveal a single asymmetric mantle upwelling stretching upwards from more than 1,000 kilometers beneath the surface. Unlike a stable plume, this one pulses, shifts, and spreads differently across each rift zone. It is not a uniform vertical column. It moves where the crust allows it to. In the Red Sea Rift, where the crust is thinner and... this is a long article, okay.
Yeah, it's fine. However much you want to read.
Yeah, I was kind of already getting tired of reading this one because it's kind of not...
Kind of
kinda
dry.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, once you get past the sensationalism and you get to... It sounds like there's some science going on, and they're painting it as like the end of the world is coming on Thursday.
Yeah, I know. It's one of those... it's one of those things, that's just kind of sensationalist. And just...
Yeah.
Yeah, so searching for deep mantle force tearing Africa part does show me like actual like Scientific America and other publications. So this is real data. They're just, mining it for, like us, they're sensationalizing it for their own benefit.
Still, I love they start the article citing the article you're reading.
Well, I think there was a previous article that referenced other stuff that, was talking about the observed stuff, and this is the, behind why that stuff seems to be happening.
Right. Wow. What a great... You know what, Mike? We may have to go back to that site and find stuff, because, I run out of shit sometimes.
Yeah, it could be a treasure trove.
It could be. It certainly seems like it's slightly more reputable than MysteriousUniverse.org, because they might not be right-wingers.
And they might find our podcast and try to sue us.
Who
knows?
They might find our podcast and invite us to write for them. Who fucking knows?
I doubt the latter, but...
Oh, yeah, no, it's never going to happen.
The study confirms that the seismic velocities have dropped sharply across multiple depth levels, consistent with elevated melt content in the mantle. Radiogenic isotope analysis from rock samples shows that this isn't a temporary shift. The geochemistry indicates repeated magma pulses rising in waves. These aren't isolated intrusions. They are part of an active evolving system that spans the entire Afar region. Importantly, the new data also suggests that each rift arm is responding independently to the same mantle source. The upwelling is shared, but the tectonic response is not. The Red Sea Rift is pulling apart quickly, in geologic terms, quickly.
Yeah, I was going to say, quickly. It could be 10,000 years.
Stretching and thinning in a way that resembles early oceanic spreading. The Gulf of Aden Rift, although geologically younger, is also exhibiting signs of advancing extension. The main Ethiopian rift, in contrast, is constraining the flow, acting as a bottleneck. The magma stalls, pressure builds, and the crust fractures in unpredictable ways.
Are you talking about liquid hot magma? Magma. Liquid hot magma.
Yep.
Mike, you're talking about this giant plume poking up through the Earth? Are you saying the Earth has a boner?
The Earth, in fact, is getting a big bulge in it.
A full-on geologic chubby.
The team used advanced statistical models to test whether this signal could be explained by multiple smaller plumes. Instead, the results consistently support a single source, one heterogeneous mantle upwelling spreading laterally and vertically in pulses, shaped by the variable conditions of the lithosphere above. They also conducted principal component analysis and clustering on isotopic data, revealing that some of the same melt signatures appear in different rift arms, further supporting the idea of a common origin. Visual evidence along with the geophysical data Okay, that's just one sentence. Visual evidence aligns. I'm sorry, I said along.
Okay.
Visual evidence aligns with the geophysical data. Across the Afar Triangle, fissures have widened in recent years. Entire fields have sunk. In parts of Ethiopia, farmland has split open. Villages sit near slowly expanding ground ruptures. During the Debahu eruption in 2005, more than 130 earthquakes struck in a single week. Since then, surface activity has increased and the deformation has not reversed. GPS measurements confirm continued lateral drift between plates. These changes are not isolated. They represent an intensifying phase in a much longer process, but what makes this region unique is a combination of surface collapse with direct evidence of subsurface forcing. Most continental rifts do not show such a clear link between mantle structures and surface deformation. In Afar, the link is now confirmed. As the crust continues to weaken, the next phase of geological transformation may begin. Once faulting reaches critical levels and elevation drops far enough, seawater from the Indian Ocean will begin to flood the rift. That process may already be underway in the southern. I almost said northern while reading southern.
Huh. Ain't that fun?
That process may be already underway in the southern Red Sea. Over time, a new ocean basin will emerge. Portions of Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Somalia will be permanently isolated. A new coastline will form. The Arabian Peninsula will continue to drift. What this study confirms that the East African Rift is not simply reaching to surface strain, not simply reacting to surface strain, it is being driven apart by large-scale, compositionally variable mantle upwelling. The pulse is active, the melt is rising, the crust is thinning. What began as continental fractures moving towards full-scale separation. Just like mom and dad. No.
Shit.
This is no longer just surface instability. It is the groundwork for ocean formation.
Okay.
Well,
okay. I think we get the idea there.
Well, that was the end of it.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember this movie called Crack in the World?
Nope.
Came out in 1965, but I remember it came on a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
On like TBS and shit. And the idea is like they drop a nuke into the Earth's crust to try to like make energy with magma. And it ends up like causing a fault to like it basically splits the world in half. And God, it was like a nightmare to see at like 5.
Yeah, no, it sounds like
Yeah.
it'd make a kid worry about something.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, all my existential angst probably starts with that movie, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it just made me think of that all of a sudden, and now I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight.
Clown will eat you.
Clown will eat me. God, fuck that clown. Oh, man. I don't know. It's like, hey, look, real science, but we're going to get you in to read the real science by just being assholes.
Be a little, what do you call it when you,
Little mouthy bitch. I don't
when you, I wouldn't say
Clickbait?
stretch the truth, but, hype it up.
Yeah.
Being
the wire.
sensationalist.
Sensationalist. There we go.
Sensationalist.
Yeah. I don't know. It's annoying. For sure. It's like those articles they'll post on Facebook where like they stop mid-sentence where it says like famous star from blah 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 is ... and you click buying a puppy. When you get to the article, it's like, man, fuck off. You and your sensationalist bullshit.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, fuck those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll do our last 2 stories. This is going to be a short one.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to do 2 more stories, and I actually have a segment. So, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back after this.
Yeah.
Hey, Kevin here. Hope you're enjoying the episode.
Hey, who are you talking to, Kevin?
Listeners of our shows, I also want to let them know that if they're enjoying what we've been doing, they can support us on Patreon.
Oh, Patreon. Were you going to tell them about the early episodes? Also, Patreon exclusive episodes that can be found there too?
Well, yeah, I was going to do the
yeah, and then there's the other cool stuff, including art, merch for subscribers, like tote bags, hoodies, shirts, mugs.
Yeah, and
Can you believe people could support us for only $5 a month? You're definitely going to mention that too, right?
I was. Support Supernatural Selection and the Distraction Hole on Patreon for as little as $5 a month. Visit patreon.supernaturalselectionpod.com to learn more and get started today. And we're back. So, Mike, before we get back to our Weekend Weird articles, there's something I want to bitch about for a second, really.
Okay.
You remember back, I don't know, maybe it was last year when that dude brought those fucking alien mummies in front of Mexican Congress?
Yeah.
And, you know, it was these tridactyl aliens that were, like, obviously made out of, like, plaster of Paris and, like, llama parts and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, when that happened, I was like, well, this is a non-news article.
Yeah.
Okay, I did not expect them to still be talking about that, like, over a year later.
Aren't they talking about that in conjunction with that, like, sphere thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sphere.
That
with
like
the
holes in it or something?
No, it's got, like, carvings on it that they say are geometrically perfect, and it's, like, obviously crooked.
Yeah.
And shit. And the thing is that the mummies, like, every time I turn around, there's another study. They're saying scientists claim mummies are real. It's like, well, there's mummified animal parts in this.
Yeah.
And I haven't covered it anymore on the show because it's stupid. And, like, I can't believe the paranormal community is still going on about this. Like, the UFO community is still, like, come on, man, where's the egg deniers? We need them on this. Remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, we need the people calling Lou Elizondo an asshole to start, you know, jumping on this tridactyl alien shit. Because this is dumb as hell, man.
It is pretty dumb.
I mean, it's... The dude lied last time he did this, and now he did it again, and he is continuing to do it. Fuck. It's aggravating. I said it last week. Sometimes this show makes me depressed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just annoying. Anyway, my next article. This is another one of those, well, that's certainly a headline things.
Mm-hmm.
This is from, oh, wow, can I pronounce this? Opneologia.com.br. What is .br, Mike?
That's a good question. I'm not sure. Brazil, maybe?
I don't know. And this is another site with, at the very
it's
top.
Brazil.
Okay, well, their logo it's just a black bar at the top with a red circle and a black alien gray head silhouetted. And I'm like, yep, I know where I got this one. Okay. This article was last updated on September 23rd of this year. The author of the article was simply listed as Opneologia. I'm trying to sound that name out as I read it every time. But this is it's a night for sensational news, I guess, Mike.
Yeah.
Under the heading of astronomy, Chinese scientists believe we received a signal from a parallel universe through a wormhole.
Sure, why not?
First detected in 2019, Chinese researchers now believe this strange signal called GW190521 may have come from a parallel universe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's go into the actual article. In 2019, something unexpected happened at gravitational wave detectors around the world. They picked up a signal that left scientists puzzled. For those unfamiliar, gravitational waves are ripples in the very fabric of space-time, usually generated when extremely massive objects, like black holes, collide. Because this is what it's like when worlds collide.
Yep.
What made this signal unusual was its duration, less than 1/10 of a second. Far shorter than the long, continuous signals typically produced by merging black holes. Researchers named it GW190521, and after careful analysis, successful is nowhere in this article, careful analysis, they began considering a bold possibility.
Yeah, someone in the back had a bold possibility.
Yeah, let me play that guy when I read this next part of the sentence. They began considering a bold possibility. What if this signal came from a parallel universe?
Everybody else told him to shut up.
You would hope. A preprint article published in September of this year, led by Dr. Key Lai. Kevin, do not make a key lime pie joke. Led by Dr. Key Lai from the University of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, explores this idea. According to the team, GW190521 could be a echo from the collapse of a wormhole. The concept is fascinating. If the collision of two black holes were powerful enough, it might create a tunnel between universes. The gravitational signal could then travel through the throat and reach our cosmos. Through the throat, Mike.
The throat goat.
Ah. Did you hear that? It's a call from another universe. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since the wormhole would remain open only for a brief moment, this would explain why GW190521 appears to end so abruptly. They hung up on us, Mike.
Yes.
The sons of
I would
bitches.
too.
Definitely. Is that them assholes with all the pollution and shit? No, hang up.
Yeah.
Although mathematical models suggest this scenario is unlikely, Dr. Lai don't give a fuck. Dr. Lai emphasizes that there's no way to rule out the possibility that Earth truly received a signal from another universe. I mean, it could also be meringue.
True. Yeah. Why? I mean, plenty of things it could be.
Could be two bricks being smashed together. We don't know. According to Einstein's... Oh, boy, here we go. According to Einstein's theory of relativity, any object with mass warps the fabric of space-time around it. Okay, fair. Much like placing weights on a trampoline. Always got to go with that one, don't we?
Yeah.
When massive objects collide, these distortions ripple outward through the very structure of reality. In the case of binary black holes, pairs of black holes orbiting each other, these ripples grow stronger as the objects draw closer, creating a characteristic pattern known to scientists as a chirp. This chirp is usually what allows researchers to identify a black hole merger from afar, and so far, scientists have detected around 300 such events, all showing this rising pattern. The noise, the chirp, in my head, it sounds like those clacker balls when they hit.
Oh, yeah, why wouldn't it?
Yeah. But GW190521 broke the pattern. Unlike other signals, it lacked the ascending part of the chirp, the portion that occurs as black holes spiral inward before the final collision. Considering that the resulting black hole had roughly 141 times the mass of the Sun, this part of the signal should have been clearly detected. The leading explanation so far is that, instead of spiraling, the two black holes collided head-on. This would explain the absence of the ascending chirp and adds to the mystery surrounding its unusually brief event. But no, Dr. Lie is like, man, fuck that. That came from another world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But
Or just, some weird thing we've not really seen before.
yeah, exactly. But Dr. Lie believes there's another intriguing possibility. What if a wormhole in another universe was involved? It's going to be like Futurama where it's in a box.
Yeah.
Yeah. In their paper, he and his colleagues explain that, quote, almost did something bad there. A wormhole represents an object that connects two separate universes or two distinct regions within a single universe through a throat. God, they are hung up on this fucking throat thing.
Yep, they're a throat goat.
Throat goat in this shit, man. It's just Nancy Reagan.
Just say Nancy Reagan was a wormhole.
Yeah. Well, there were two holes connected by a throat, so you're right. Oh, shit. Nancy the Wormhole Reagan. Finger cuffs. Anyway, the idea is fascinating. If the merger of two black holes had created a short-lived wormhole, we could, in theory, catch a brief snippet of the chirp from the merger echoing into our own universe. And once the wormhole closed, the signal would be cut off, leaving only a quick burst of gravitational waves.
Waves.
Quote, the final signal after binary black holes merge in another universe could pass through the throat of a wormhole and be detected in our universe as a short-duration echo pulse, Dr. Lai explains. To test this hypothesis, this is going to be good, Dr. Lai and his team created a mathematical model of how a wormhole signal would behave and compared it with the actual GW190521 data captured by the LIGO and Virgo detectors. I want him to say throat again so badly. Throat. It's like mouth. Throat. They also modeled a direct collision in our own universe for comparison. What they found is that the standard collision model fit the data slightly better, but only just, leaving room for the possibility that something truly extraordinary may have occurred. So basically, this means that the wormhole model could still be an explanation for GW190521 collision. The researchers even wrote that the preference for the standard collision model was, quote, was not significant enough to rule out the possibility that the wormhole echo model is a viable hypothesis for the GW190521 event. If this turns out to be true, it wouldn't just be the first proof that wormholes exist. It would also give scientists a completely new tool to study them. Just imagine, for the first time, we could get a direct glimpse of a universe beyond our own through the throat. That article would not have been worth it without the throat. God. Jesus Christ, I feel dirty. Holy balls, that's terrible. Throat. Okay, when David comes back, you're doing that all night.
I don't know. Without the phlegm, it might not be as good. I don't know if I could get the reverb, the throw.
You're killing me, Smalls. Oh, my God.
Look, I'm more of practicing now.
Yeah, now you're just practicing. Throat. Jesus fuck. Okay, what's your article throat go?
Oh, let's see here. Well, it's ironic, not ironically, but coincidentally. It's Alanis Morissette ironic.
Oh, so not ironic.
Yeah. So it's a new type of supernova detected as black hole causes star to explode. But no throat. From Reuters, so a little more reputable than the AboveTheNormNews.com.
And mine.
From August 14th of this year. Washington, August 14th, Reuters. Hey, they say it all right there. I should just read the...
Reuters.
Reuters.
Reuters in the throat.
Reuter. All your news down the drain.
Reuter.
Astronomers have observed the calamitous result of a star that picked the wrong dance partner.
Ooh.
They have documented what appears to be a new type of supernova, as stellar explosions are known.
Man, Mike, wouldn't it be funny if this was the exact same fucking article,
That's
but
what
like real science?
That's what I was afraid of at first, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Because they're not going to... They haven't mentioned throat yet.
You're killing yourself with that shit right now.
Yeah. So supernova, as stellar explosions are known, that occurred when a massive star tried to swallow a black hole, which it had engaged in a lengthy pass de deux.
Pass de deux?
Yeah.
What is it pass de deux?
Pass de deux.
Pass the dew?
Yeah.
They want Mountain Dew, Mike. Pass it.
The star, which was at least 10 times as massive as our sun, and the black hole, which had a similar mass, were gravitationally bound to one another in what is called a binary system. As the distance separating them gradually narrowed, the black hole's immense gravitational pull appears to have distorted the star, stretching it out from a sphere-shaped and siphoned off material before causing it to explode.
In a throat.
Quote, "We caught a massive star locked in a fatal tango with a black hole," said astrophysicist Alexander Gaiano of the U.S. National Science Foundation's Institute for AI and Fundamental Interactions, located at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. I just... Too many toots there.
Toot.
Lead author of the study published this week for the Astrophysical Journal. Quote, "After shedding mass for years in a death spiral with the black hole, the massive star met its finale by exploding. It released more energy in a second than the sun had accessed in its entire lifetime."
Neat.
Gagliano, I mispronounced his name the first time. Gagliano added, "The explosion occurred about 700 million light years from Earth. A light year, we know what a light year is. I don't have to tell you what a light year is.
No, if you don't know what a light year is, you're listening to the wrong show.
It's a light year. They know what a light year is. It's a light year.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, sorry.
Quote, "The gravitational pull of the two objects were actually similar because we think they had similar masses, but the star was much larger, so it was in the process of engulfing the black hole as the black hole pulled material off of it." Yeah, because, they're similar masses, so they have the same gravity, but I think because of the radius, because the black hole obviously is going to be more compact, so it's the gravitational...
What about the ulna?
Yeah.
You keep talking about the radius. Where's the ulna?
I don't know. I was trying to think of the mass, so the gravity, effect should be the same length, but it's going to be a smaller... Their gravity fields aren't going to be the same shape, I guess, because one might be... I don't know. I'm trying to think how to think that out. So where was I? Because I closed my eyes thinking about that. Okay, the gravitational pulls of the two objects were actually similar because the material masses... So it was in the process of engulfing the black hole. The star was large but puffy, and the black hole was small but mighty. The black hole won out in the end, Gagliano said. The researchers are not certain of the exact mechanism that caused the supernova. Quote, "It's unclear if the distortion triggers an instability that drives the collapse of the star, and then the leftover stellar material gets rapidly eaten by the black hole, or if the black hole completely pulls the star apart before it goes supernova," said Harvard University astrophysicist and study co-author Ashley Villar.
Can I just say I don't like the idea of using the term puffy in a scientific sense?
You think about the sun. It's a mass of incandescent gas, kind of like a gigantic nuclear furnace.
Mike, the number of times you've one-upped me with a reference from one of my favorite bands is becoming off-putting.
I mean, it's where hydrogen is converted into helium at a temperature of millions of degrees.
I love the version where Flansburgh goes just way insane and starts yelling, "The heat and light of the sun are caused by the nuclear reactions of estrogen, estrogen, and more estrogen."
There's no estrogen in a star.
It's testosterone, baby.
No. But anyway, so, a star is relatively, it's gas. It's not dense.
No.
So it is puffy.
Well,
it's like a marshmallow. It's like the
eat
star
me
is
a fuzzy marshmallow.
The star is the marshmallow, and the black hole is the milk chocolate, and we just need some graham crackers to have a galactic s'more. The star has been pulled and morphed by the black hole in complex ways, Villar added. The binary system started out with two massive stars orbiting each other as cosmic companions, but one of the stars reached the end of its natural life cycle and exploded in a supernova, and its core collapsed to form. Okay, so the black hole collapsed while they were already a binary pair. Interesting. Quote, this event reveals that some supernova can be triggered by black hole companions, giving us new insights into how some stars end their lives. Some of them are just, could never, meet up to their own expectations. And
God damn it, Mike.
Stars that are at least 8 times as massive as the sun appear destined to end their lives as a supernova. Those with a mass of at least 20 times that of the sun will form black holes after the explosion. An artificial intelligence algorithm designed to scan for unusual explosions in the cosmos in real time first detected the beginnings of the explosion, providing an alert that enabled astronomers to carry out follow-up observations immediately. See, there's a use for AI that's awesome.
I guess.
Looking all through the universe at all that data and being able to say, hey, you need assholes, you need to look at this area. Shit's going to go bananas.
Okay. Yes, that is a good use for artificial intelligence.
Not,
as it were.
Not replacing artists and making
fuckers
and making, sexy chat bots for lonely people that really should go to a bar.
Mike, I don't want to do another dead internet yet.
What, we're not doing dead internet 4.5 here?
No.
Just, sans date. No, we can't do any dead internet without David.
No, David's the only one willing to take the psychological hit for those.
Yeah. By the time the explosion was completed, it had been observed by numerous ground-based and space-based telescopes. Quote, our AI algorithm allowed us to launch a comprehensive observational study early enough to really see what the full picture for the first time. Early enough to see the full picture for the first time. Not see what the full picture for the first time.
Sure.
I'm just correcting myself.
Yeah, no, I got you.
Observations of the star dating to 4 years before the supernova revealed bright emissions that the astronomers believe were caused when the black hole guzzled material sucked off the star by its throat.
God, does it actually say that?
I added the throat.
Sucked off in the throat.
Sucking off the star.
In a throat.
For instance, the star's outer hydrogen layer appears to have been ripped off, exposing the helium layer below. Oh, naked star.
Naked.
The researchers observed bright emissions in this explosion's aftermath as the black hole consumed leftover stellar debris. In the end, the black hole became more massive and more powerful than you could possibly imagine. I added that. Cheeky.
Yes.
Systems grouping 2 or more companions are quite common. Some of these multiples have a black hole as one of their companions. Quote, our takeaway is that the fates of stars are incredibly impacted by the companion or companions in life. Much like people, I guess. These events give us an exciting window into how dramatically black holes can impact the death of massive stars, Gagliano said. So they said they were thinking about how, why the star exploded, but I think it's kind of obvious, right? Well, it's not that obvious because it didn't go through all the stages. But if, I started to say it was kind of obvious, but then I started second guessing myself. So when a star normally dies, right, it's all, star starts out as all hydrogen. It converts its hydrogen
Helium.
into helium, and the helium into heavier elements, and
And
so it's just
so on and so on until
So I was
fusion
thinking,
can't
I was
happen
thinking
and
if
it
the
collapses.
black hole sucked off all the
God
hydrogen
damn it.
and it left the helium, and so it's just
and it's
fusing
gross.
helium. Then it's basically just accelerating the natural star progression, right?
Sure.
As long as it doesn't drop below the critical mass needed for a supernova, because like it's the article said, our star is not going to go supernova. It's too small.
No, it'll be a red giant and
Yep.
then collapse down to like a white dwarf, right?
I don't know about the white dwarf. Maybe I don't.
Brown dwarf.
Brown dwarf. Yeah,
Brown
that's what it is.
dwarf. Sorry, got my dwarves mixed.
Don't mix up your dwarves.
Especially not with color.
But yeah. So, but if it still had enough mass, I could just see it basically accelerating the normal supernova events. It strips off the hydrogen layer, exposing the helium to be fused, and maybe if it starts stripping off the helium layer too, now it's become. I'm trying to think whatever the next ones are, and from what I understand, like the hydrogen one this phase is the longest, and helium is like not even half as long as the hydrogen phase.
Yeah.
And then each subsequent phase is like just super quick. Like some of them are taking days or minutes. So maybe that's what it was. I mean, it could be, because if it exploded, I would think it would have to be, kind of from the inside out.
Right.
I mean, think of it was just kind of a stripping away and some other process. It would be more of a kind of outside in thing. Which is my thoughts.
Right.
I'm just
No,
thinking,
I mean, it makes sense.
yeah. It just sounds like a accelerated death.
Yeah.
Much like, eating too much bacon.
Mike,
Yeah.
let's not get real.
Hey, look, I'm just saying, you eat too much bacon, you just sit there and eat plate after plate of bacon at the, breakfast buffet, you're going to have a heart attack.
Yes. Yeah.
Like somebody we used to work for.
Yes. Yes. In no way are we talking specifically about a person.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. I'm glad it wasn't the same article.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's only so much throat you can handle.
Yeah, I'm just glad there was really no throat in here.
God damn it.
But
Something terrible about the way you do that. It's like off-putting. It's like everything's fine in the world, then you do that, and suddenly you're like, oh, yeah, we're in that world.
I think I got a little bit. I don't. It could be just the help of the microphone. It's almost a kind of Gregorian chant reverb going there. Throw.
God, stop. Oh, don't make it stop. Make it stop. Wow. Okay, wow. That is a fucking thing now. Jesus. David, where are you, buddy? I need you. So let's do a segment before we close this thing out with Nightmares of Throat. That's a band name if I've ever heard.
Nightmares
one
of Throat.
Yes. Their hit song, Throat, from the album Throat. So we're doing Reddit already. It is kind of interesting. I always love UFO abduction cases that are like kind of, it's interesting. Where it's like, this is actually unexplained. This is from r/high strangeness, which is one of those paranormal subreddits I still go to.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting. I think that's where I got like the little zucchini fucking Oompa Loompas from. Or was that Humanoid Encounters? I don't remember. Anyway, so this is from a poster called The Oddity Collector. And the title of it is, and there's a photo with it, is in 2006, this Argentinian police officer was found after an 18-hour search in a state of complete shock. He said, quote, short beings with red eyes had taken him and he had, quote, memories like he was in his mother's womb. He was found 20 kilometers away. He was from where he was last seen, and his clothes were dry despite heavy rain. And the photo is from when they found him, and he is hugging himself desperately with people like trying to comfort him.
Okay.
So there's an article which I thought I would have to read, and I pretty much just gave you the story.
Yeah.
I find it, the man was forced into early compulsory retirement
Yeah.
because he could not return to work after that. Like, this seriously fucked him up, and they couldn't find him due to the rain and everything, and when they go back out there, he's bone dry, crying in a field. So, talking about the little men with the red eyes. So,
Yeah.
that's fucked up.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
I mean, like, I don't know what happened, but, like, it's interesting enough as is.
Yeah.
So, let's go to the comments.
Mm.
See what Reddit has to say about this actually interesting thing. First comment from Pleasant Giraffe.
Ah, Pleasant Giraffe.
Yes. Crazy thing is I had a near-death experience recently, and I also had memories of something like being in a womb and being squeezed out back into my life. Really hard to explain, but I was told I was special. And then it felt like I was squeezed back into life here on Earth. I honestly thought I was going to be reborn as a baby, but I came back as myself.
How disappointing.
What a fucking disappointment. Dude. I mean, you thought you were done. Nope. You're right back here. I just love the idea. It's like, I had something like that happen too, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, if I thought I was getting reincarnated and then just woke up, I'd be pissed too. I don't know. I don't think I would be pissed. I don't hate my life. I mean, my life isn't the greatest, but
no, I've come to the realization I don't hate my life either. I hate aspects of the world I live
look,
in.
Going by population density alone, if I were to be reincarnated as a human baby, my odds are pretty.
China.
Yeah, I mean, China's not as bad, but yeah, China, India.
It's still not great.
And 50% of the population is women. I can end up as a woman in one of these worse countries where women are not treated as well. So,
and then you would be the throat goat.
So therefore, yeah. So I think
I gotcha.
It'd be an interesting, metric to see, how much of the population is worse off than you.
Yeah.
And it's definitely I'm in the, half.
Oh, you're in a
half.
You're in a top percentile, even in our shitty situation.
Probably top 20%, maybe.
I'd say 15.
So yeah,
we got internet.
So the odds. So being reincarnated, not the good
it's a
prospect.
crapshoot.
Yeah, if it's just random, if there's no rules governing it other than you just get randomly reincarnated. Yeah, I don't think I'd take the reincarnation because the odds are against me.
So there's responses to that first response.
Yeah.
About the near-death experience. And I'm going to have to do a voice for Bobby Man.
Okay.
The Bobby Man. Funny enough, I done shrooms recently and also felt like I could remember being in my mother's womb. I told my wife and she thinks I'm crazy.
Look, if someone...
I'm glad somebody's immediate response was, I got fucked up.
Look, if you told me there was an insignificant chance of doing shrooms would make me revert back to the womb, I wouldn't do shrooms.
Yeah. So here's a response to that one.
Yeah.
To the shrooms thing. I did shrooms and I felt connect to every human being on the earth. When I closed my eyes, I could see a bunch of random people, like when Professor X uses his helmet, such as a random guy smoking a blunt, a mother with her baby, a guy at work, and so on. I felt like we were all one life form, but had been made to think we were separate. I was wild.
Buddy, take a breath. Come on.
Yeah, I love those posts.
Yeah.
And followed by, what you looking at? Said, yep, my personal belief is that we're all different lenses for one universal consciousness. All life comes from the same source, so whatever you do to another, you do to yourself. That is, we've talked about it. That is theosophy in a nutshell. And then, oh, yeah, I remember the short story, The Egg. Okay, we're going to skip that. We're a parasite ant colony, especially disguised as great apes with consciousness.
Well, then.
Yeah, that was someone's comment. Let's go down to an actual comment on... Wow, that's a wall of text from Dayman. And I don't really want to read that because that's like a full-on philosophy and not enough punctuation.
Yeah.
If you look up abduction stories that are not horrific experiences, the beings almost always tell the individual they're special. I don't trust these beings. I know this is a bit irrelevant to your comment, but it reminds me of this.
Okay.
Those lying fucks. I'm not special. Man, I'll take being called special from anywhere I can get it. I got abducted by some freaky little alien dudes, and they're like, you are special. Thank you. You know what? That's the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me before shoving a probe inside me. Because it sure as hell wasn't that doctor who was like, bugger up. Oh, man. I'm looking for stuff that's not an entire wall of text of somebody explaining why they know what God is.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a great one. My memory right before I was born was being strapped to some sort of metal thing. Men all around me with silver outfits, almost like spandex, and white hair, strapped me down to it and seemed a little angry with me. We were on some sort of ship, although the thing glows in my memory almost cloud-like. I flew down on the metal thing backwards all the way down to Earth. I then remember a warm, dark place with a tin of red. Mikey was in the throat. It stuck with me always. It's a definite memory of something that happened, not a dream or anything like that.
That just, most of that sounded like, remembering, being born.
Yeah, man. And then somebody replied, same. It felt like a real place and real personalities. It wasn't a dream. I could feel the cold floor and like the dirt on it.
Same
dog.
I just was there and they told me I had to pay rent. But then I was like, no, man, I don't live here. I'm just here on a visa.
You can't own land.
So I took out my MasterCard and I paid for my pasta primavera and I went down to the Borders and bought me a book about
Mike. I got some other comments I got to read before you get off on your little story here. And this is my favorite one. It's from Needles. There's 6 E's. A random photo where everybody, including the soil, is dry, even though there was a heavy rainfall, is all I need. Now I believe. Followed by, it's a miracle.
It's a miracle.
The photo is dry. There is no wet ground. And the next little exchange is fucking brilliant. First response, sauce. Next response, Chile. Next response, no, it was Argentina. And someone else's response, no, that's next to Chile. And then someone else goes, no, that's next to Applebee's. And I feel great that happened. Like that makes me feel better about this post that happened.
Yes.
It's like, oh, good. The spirit of the goons lives on.
That's always great when you see, like, even if it's just something as simple as, like, song lyrics, and they just keep continuing the thread.
Yeah, no. Just keep it going, guys. I love y'all for that. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to bring this up because I was thinking this. Short beings with red eyes sounds like the Vargina being. That is a town in South America. Vargina.
North Vargina or South Vargina?
I don't know. It's I don't know if it's north. It might be near clitoris. But it was a story that there was it's called the Roswell of South America, in that, like, there was a being there that was like short, dark skin, red eyes, and everybody that got near it died of fucking radiation poisoning and cancer and shit. And, like, some people, their blood was, like, caustic afterwards. Crazy fucking stories. I heard it on Mysterious Universe, so definitely on the up and up. Okay, short beings with red eyes are the ones that come in the little light orbs. Followed by, I'm going to read this next one as Gavin.
Okay.
My mom said that in Chile, when she was young, she was sleeping in a dark room, her bedroom. When she woke up, a spot of light came to her and grew. Then little beings came out of it and camp up to her and poke her on the nose, one after the other.
And then I use my one spoon.
Mike, they just booped her nose and left. Like, 6 of the motherfuckers just showed up, went boop, took turns, boop.
Oh, they took turns booping his mom, all right.
Yep. That's, oh, wow. Wow. Damn, son.
No, son, they just booped me on the nose. That's all they did.
Oh, I love this. Somebody quoted the clothes dry despite heavy rain. It said, wow, his clothes were so dry they dried everybody else's clothes too, apparently.
Yeah, I'm like, so what evidence is there of water? Because, like, his clothes are dry, the ground's dry, their clothes are dry. So it's almost like this rainstorm didn't happen.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Here's a dude. Again, I love the people that come in and are like, hey, have we considered this might be bullshit?
Bullshitium.
So this is from Location Old 6656. Sorry, don't want to misname you there. Says, I love whenever you hear these stories. Everyone seems to forget that drugs and mental health issues are a thing. When my wife gave birth, she was in labor for 2 full days, then had to stay in with the baby for antibiotic treatment. When she was in recovery, she asked me to do something about the silver robot spiders climbing the curtains. I did not go looking for robot spiders. I acknowledged that she was drugged up and sleep deprived. And Engineering Flimsy replied to that saying, so, you left your helpless wife to fend for herself against the most dreaded variant of robot spiders, the vicious silver subtype, and you did this without so much as a reassuring glance at the infested curtains to ease her fears. Why, I am appalled, sir, and aghast. Appalled and aghast.
Appaldergast.
Appaldergast. That's a ghost. So, I feel like that's a good place to close up this segment.
Yeah.
Because, oh, God. That was actually some good comments this time. We don't get that sometimes, but this time we had some good old-fashioned gooning going on. Fuck you. I know what I mean. I know what I said.
He knows what he said. He said gooning.
I said gooning in the old internet sense of the term. And there are stairs in my house, and I am protected at the bottom of the stairs.
And you're gooning to the stairs.
I am gooning to the shadows. So, Let me see. It's the end of the show. Mike, do you
Yeah.
have anything you'd like to plug or draw attention to? Anything?
I guess I could say that Technology Connections did a really great video about the catalytic converter this week.
Yeah, you told me about that. So if you're interested in learning about catalytic converters so you can steal them off of vehicles,
Or just how they work.
yeah, it might help
He
you
didn't give
figure
any
out how to
tips
take
for.
them off.
He didn't give any tips for taking them off the vehicle.
Yeah,
But
you know,
if
off of ice cream trucks.
I see what you did
Yeah.
there.
I'm just talking about ice cream trucks.
Yeah, they cream in their trucks.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it.
Probably.
Okay, so that's who's that again, Mike?
Technology Connections on YouTube.
Awesome. Okay, Technology Connections on YouTube. He's got a good video on catalytic converters.
Cadillac converters.
Cadillac-
Convert your car into a Cadillac.
Cat converters.
Catalytic.
So I'm going to plug two things. Number one, check out hpcomics.com. That is comics with a K. David is currently updating two of his stories, The Dead Life and Fang of Tristeria. I am enjoying both. I do not normally enjoy vampire zombie stuff, but I'm digging this so far. And and I'm only on like the 5th installment of The Dead Life, and I swear to God, David, if you kill Bob, I'm gonna riot. That's all I'm saying. And of course, you can check out my story, The Errant Apprentice, Book 1, Mogilimar, on Royal Road. Head to Royal Road, look for The Errant Apprentice, or you can look up my name in the author field. Full name is Kevin Heyman. So, thank you everyone for listening. We will be back next week, hopefully with David, for another Weekend Weird. If you would like to learn more about the show, head to supernatpod.rocks. That is supernatpod.rocks. You will find a link to our Discord, our Patreon, our merch store, and every episode of this, and the Distraction Hole. So, until next time, stay safe and stay frosty. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Stay safe with your throat.
With your throat.
Mike, I think that's brown noise. I think I'm going to shit myself. Okay, stop. Fuck. God, fuck you. Jesus.